Hello there guys, Ironman here. In today's video, I'll be telling you guys, wait no I won't be telling you guys, I'll be watching the video called My Gold Digger Wife and Daughter Are Suing Me for Money. Now They Are in Trouble. Sounds very interesting title. Not at all like a story someone would make up in a fucking fever dream. It sounds exactly like that. But anyways, so yeah, before we get into the video, I just want to say that, as you guys saw in the beginning, the new upload schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday and Thursday, I might do something, but I don't know. Sometimes I just am in the mood to upload a video. So yeah, that's basically the new upload schedule. Let's get into the video.
I'm Brandon,
Hello, Brandon.
and I'm 37 years old.
Is this the guy from Brightside? Like, am I crazy, or does this guy sound just like the guy who narrates the Brightside videos? Damn. If you don't know, Brightside is a YouTube channel. Go check them out. They're pretty cool.
My family consists of my wife, Julia, and my 16-year-old daughter, Harper. The story I'm about to tell you revolves around them. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and show your support.
Yeah, guys, that goes for you too. Please subscribe to the channel. You heard them say it, so go ahead and do it. What are you waiting for? Do it.
So, my story goes like this. I got married to Julia at a very young age. Yeah, it was a mistake. I didn't judge her character properly, and like a fool in love, I just wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. The real complications started after our marriage. Julia often argued with me for money. She was a compulsive shopper and often wasted money on things that we didn't even need. At one point, I started believing that all she cared about was wealth and luxury, and, consequently, that meant she married me for my money. But at the same time, I didn't want to ruin our relationship and make things hard for our daughter, Harper. Harper was really young at the time, and if Julia and I kept arguing, it would have impacted her. That's why I decided to back off and stay quiet. I was pretty well off from the beginning, thanks to my father's multinational company. But it never crossed my mind that being rich would mean attracting gold diggers.
Really? That's strange. 'Cause you would know if you watched any movie ever.
I was already stuck with one. Her habits were getting worse day by day, and she was influencing Harper too. A time came when Harper started demanding money to buy expensive stuff that kids her age didn't even need. Obviously, she was picking up Julia's habits. I had no choice but to limit both of their expenses. I should have done it sooner, but I was going soft on Harper. But things were getting out of control, and I just couldn't sit by and watch my daughter become like my wife.
Those are words I guarantee every single man on the entire planet has said one time.
When I refused to give them extra expenses and put a limit to the things they could buy, they started throwing tantrums. It was expected. Still, I had no idea that Julia was this immature. Just because things weren't going her way any longer, she started to find other ways to get back at me. She started turning Harper against me, saying things like I was a terrible dad who didn't care for his family, and how I loved my money more than my relationships. Harper wouldn't even talk to me because of all the crap that Julia was feeding her. Amidst all this, I got the news that my cousin had died in a car accident. Because he had no other family, I called his wife and son to live at my house. Now this just gave Julia an opportunity to argue with me daily. Your own family doesn't matter to you, and you keep spending money on others, she accused me one day. They're my family too, I replied, and they have nowhere else to go. That's why I'm supporting them. What about me, Dad? Harper asked, appearing in front of me. You always give them anything they want, and when I ask you for something, you start lecturing me. I just give them the things that they need, I explained. And I don't lecture you, Harper. I still get you whatever you want every once in a while. Now, I can't just let you spend money on expensive things every day. You need to learn to— There you go, lecturing me again, she intervened, shaking her head.
I mean, she's not wrong. That kind of is lecturing her. But at the same time, you sound like a broken record. Obviously, it's not going to work. You got to find another way to do it.
We've had enough of your nonsense, Julia said, pulling Harper to her side. We're practically living in poverty, even though you're so rich. It would be better if we just sue you and get the money that we rightfully deserve. Before I could say anything to that, she took Harper and left the house.
The way you get around that is by giving all your money to one of your friends, transferring it all to their bank account in small increments, and say that you went bankrupt. That way, when the divorce comes, you don't have to give her all your shit because you don't have anything. Obviously, you have to liquefy it all. So yeah, that's the way you get around that.
What the heck was that? Sue me? For what? The next day, I got to know that they really did sue me, saying how I was mistreating them for years.
I guarantee you in their mind that was not a lie. Guarantee you in their mind you abused them by not giving them enough money and basically didn't even give them food or water because you wouldn't pay for any of their shit. They probably twisted so much in their fucked up brains that that's what happened.
And not providing them with even the bare minimum. The worst thing was that Harper had testified against me too. I was sitting dejected in my living room, thinking of a way to get out of this mess, when Harry, my late cousin's son, came to sit beside me. He was as old as Harper, but so different from her. I gave him a smile. "I'm sorry,"
Canadian.
he started. "I had no idea that having us here would break your family. I didn't want this to happen. That's why I never told you about the things I saw." I turned to him with a frown. "Things you saw?" I saw Harper stealing money from your room a few times. And also, see this?" He extended his phone towards me. There were some photos of Julia roaming around malls with many shopping bags in her hands. There were also photos of her spending time with her friends at expensive restaurants, clubs, and other places. And one thing was in common with these photos. I could see my credit card in her hands. It was true I never checked my bank balance after I started putting a limit on their expenses, but I had no idea they were doing this behind my back. And even so, they had the nerve to blame me and now sue me?
I smell counter sue.
"Where did you get these photos?" I asked Harry. "I got them from a friend," Harry informed. "His mom was there at all these parties." "They all took place recently." I nodded. "Thank you, Harry. You've helped me a lot. And one more thing. Don't blame yourself for what happened. You should have just told me about everything sooner. Never hesitate to tell anything, okay?" Harry nodded, and I patted his back with a smile. As I had proof against Julia and Harper, my lawyers easily won the case. I also asked for a divorce, and Julia was asked to pay a huge fine for suing me on an invalid basis. As for Harper, I made sure she wouldn't face any legal consequences. But I also refused to take her back. She needed to spend some time away from the comfortable life at home and learn not to take things for granted again.
Whoa, so this bitch thought that she was gonna get all the money from the alimony. But nope. Instead, she had to pay a fine. Why didn't she go to jail is my question. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys like the new upload schedule. Because, yeah, I really enjoy making these videos. And sometimes I'm not proud of them when they come out. But most of the time I am. And I hope you guys like them. And if you guys don't like a video ever, just please tell me what's wrong with it. And I'll try to change it in the next video. But yeah, that's going to be it. As for the story, I thought it was actually pretty good. But I mean, in the case of this guy, he kind of allowed it to happen whenever he stayed with the chick. Like, he had to have known something was going to happen. And the first time he ever saw his wife talking bad about him to the daughter, he should have divorced her right then and there. But it was his fault, you know. He just wanted to save it for the kid's sake, but that's not healthy. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been Iron Man. Out.